Hi, my name is Khosofalo Given Mohau Munyamade, a University of Johannesburg BA Honours in Design student. This is the design portfolio of my BA Honours in Design research-based project. The study on which this project is based is called Fashion as a Tool to Raise Awareness on the Social Needs of the Gender and Sexuality Minority. Therefore, this project is called a fashion-based awareness campaign on the social needs of the gender and sexuality minority. The research informed design criteria and constraints of this project, which is the campaign, stood as follows. Design criteria: partially youth-oriented fashion-based awareness campaign on the social needs experienced by the Johannesburg-based GSM, that is the gender and sexuality minority. Utilize multiple media. Design detail, genuine message, that is a message that is correct, understandable, and relatable, and creative. The constraints: no eroticism, no seasonal campaign, no cliche, no targeting the GSM alone. The concept to be taken into the construction stage was rigid structure as primary medium, video as secondary medium, and social media for promotion of awareness campaign. In the center is a diagram of the design of the primary medium, which would be a stiffened t-shirt, inside of which a light source would be suspended so that it may project its output with a carving done on the shell onto the surroundings. In addition, the structure would be hand-painted in more inclusive pride flag colors after stiffening. This is a technical drawing of a genderless t-shirt, which should be the base of the primary medium of this awareness campaign. On this page is the brief design process of the primary medium. After sewing a t-shirt out of double layers per panel of calico, a flour and water solution was used to soften the t-shirt. Thereafter, it was left in the sun on a mannequin for stiffening and molding. When the t-shirt had stiffened, it was carefully detached from the molding object, which is the mannequin. Painting and carving of the structure then ensued, with few necessary creative changes made to the design presented in the concept stage. Yet these were changes that did not dismally reduce the innovativeness nor appropriateness of the design. At least that is what I observed. Now this will be the final look of the primary medium, and it is a more inclusive pride flag colors painted stiffened t-shirt with carved and glowing words, which are the GSM social needs. As opposed to being a pathway for light to be projected onto the surroundings, like in the design of the final concept, the social needs words now nearly glow after white plastic was glued over them. This glowing effect allows for people to approach the medium and closely interact with it without fear of being blinded by any sharp light passing through. Also, on a stiffened t-shirt, the name of the campaign, which is Gender and Sexuality Minority Social Needs, has now been painted at the top, and the words, "Imagine if this were you or your sibling," as an aspect meant to start the conversation around GSM social needs, are painted at the bottom of the structure. In addition, on the sleeves are flower-like motifs which are painted in the other colors of this more inclusive pride flag. This medium was then presented to a test audience of students at an institution of higher learning. On this stage is a dialogue of how I imagine the medium being a teacher on the social needs of the GSM or the Johannesburg-based GSM, and a conversation starter on these needs. Take your time to read it. I hope it positively affects you too. The second medium of this GSM social awareness campaign is a video, which will be played shortly. To promote this campaign, I figured that the same video could be shared among friends and on social media. But before I let you watch the short video, allow me to reflect on the execution of this campaign. The campaign has satisfied all the design criteria and constraints of the project by 1. Being a fashion-based awareness campaign on the social needs experienced by the Johannesburg GSM. 2. By being likely to achieve two purposes of the campaign, which are to be a teacher on the social needs of the Johannesburg-based GSM and a conversation starter on these needs. 3. By communicating a genuine, which is a correct, reliable, and relatable, correct, understandable, and relatable message. 4. By clearly identifying its target market, which were or are people in institutions of higher learning, such as staff, learners, and visitors, and not targeting the GSM alone. 5. By being partially youth-oriented, as it contains no eroticism or any detail that can offend the youth observing it. 6. By being likely to transcend seasons. 7. By being innovative and creative, thus likely to draw attention. And 8. By utilizing multimedia. Now, the secondary medium of the campaign.
Hi there. This will take only a minute. Did you know that in Africa, 3 out of every 5 countries have enacted laws that criminalize homosexuality and public expression of one's gender or sexuality that deviates from the heteronorm? Thankfully, South Africa is not one of these countries. Well done, Mzansi. However, a recent study conducted in Johannesburg has shown that in spite of this milestone, the gender and sexuality minority in South Africa still have social needs that are unaddressed. These social needs are acceptance, recognition, understanding, public's use of personally preferred pronouns, respect, inclusion, correct representation, sense of equality, and belonging. Now, imagine if these were your day-to-day needs, or the needs of your siblings. How would it feel?